Hello, my YouTube friends. Teresa Louise here. Boy, I can't even say my name today. It is, yeah, May 4th already. Oh my gosh. May already. But yay for spring, right? Daffodils. I had irises blooming. All kinds of awesome stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to get my, of course, like always, trying to get my chat up. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing okay. Brandon's doing okay. Willa's doing okay. Still not there. I know I saw somebody come on. Let's see. Let's try it on the home page. Yeah, there it is. Did YouTube change again? Good Lord. They're always changing things, right? So let's see if we have anybody. My hair's a mess. Hi, Donna. How are you doing? Of course, I got to put it on mute. All right. Hey, Pat. How are you doing? Good to see you, ladies. I know I'm early. It's, 1 o'clock, but I thought, what the heck? I'll go ahead and come on. I saw Ian was on earlier, and he's already done for the day, so I'll just go ahead and come on. And then I saw Jean. She's coming on at 2. I don't know if that's going to be her new normal or what, but there's always the replay. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Hi, Donna H. How are you? Always got to put my lotion on when I come upstairs. I don't know what it is about the sewing room or, fabric land. It just drives me out. I think it's all the fabric dust, okay? So, yeah, I'm just putting on some lotion. Hope you don't mind. And it's a good lotion. It smells really strong of lavender. I like lavender, but this is just a little much. It's called 7th Generation. Pure ingredients. Healthy skin. .95% plant-based formula to help you recapture, your youth, I guess. Probably not. Nothing really works on that, right? We just have to get used to it. You guys have probably noticed, I'm sure, but it is so strange how much we change throughout our lives, Like if I had a picture of me when I was little, 5 or 6, and a picture now, you probably would not even recognize me at all, Sometimes I watch those videos on YouTube that show people back then and now, actors and stuff. And some of them I think, if I saw that person, in real life, I would never have guessed that that was who it was. It's amazing how much our features change throughout our whole lifetime. So, anyway, just one of those things. Hi, Katie. Donna's doing good. She's just relaxing and watching the video. watching me. Good, good, good. Hello, Susan. How are you doing? I should have came up here earlier today and got the heater going because it is cold outside. Okay. It was supposed to snow last night, but thank goodness it did not snow, but it did get really cold and it did rain. So yesterday we had like perfect weather. It was, like 72 thereabouts. It was beautiful outside. And today, this morning when I got up, it was like 42. It was like, turn the heater back up. Hi, Shelly. Hey, Carrie Quilts. So yeah, it is rainy, cold today. Not a good day to go for a drive looking for mushrooms at all. Um, oh, it's only 52. Oh, yes, Pat. It is. It's amazing when they do the age progression photos. Yeah. Oh, Susan was out at the Olympic Peninsula. That's a tough one. Don't try to say that one 3 times. Um, to see her daughter. Well, welcome home. Yes, it has been crazy weather, Teresa. I totally agree. Crazy weather. Cold, cold, cold. Well, we've had like warm, cold, and boy, I tell you, it just plays havoc with my allergies and my fibromyalgia. Oh my God. And the other day, I changed the sheets on the bed, and I didn't look at the weather first. So I took one of the blankets off of there and I put on a new quilt, a summer quilt that's really pretty. You guys have seen it before. I can't show it to you because it's downstairs on the bed, but you have seen it before. And it's the first time I've put it on the bed. And it looks really pretty. But I actually got cold last night, or, a little chilly. I'm like, all right. So I put that other blanket back on the bed. I guess it's going to have to be in the 80s before I remove an extra blanket. So, I got warm sheets. I have an electric blanket. That's the one that I took off, but I put it back on. I have a quilt and I have a down comforter, that goes over the whole thing. So I better be I better be warm. That should be enough to be warm, right? Oh boy, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but uh, Yochana. Hello. Anyway, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen you in for like ever. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? Okay, I have to tell you, some analytics came up in my YouTube thing. If you have a YouTube channel and you do videos and stuff, you always get these messages from YouTube. And so looking at comments, and I'm not talking about like comments in the chat, but comments on the videos afterwards. And Linda Denton is the person who comments the most. So thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. You had the most comments. So thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't know they kept track of that. I think that's something new that YouTube's doing because that's the first time I've ever seen, uh, something like that come up. But anyway, yeah. So thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Hi, Milena. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, arthritis, Shelley. Yeah, doesn't like it either, for sure. Oh, yeah, the pressure, when the weather fluctuates, that really will mess up your vertigo. Yeah. Johanna. Oh, the C is silent. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Well, thank you, Linda. I love having you here. Okay. So what else has been going on? Well, I went live an extra day this week on my own channel, and we worked on the horse, or I worked on the horse. And then I went live a couple of days this week with Katie, and that's the Greenland quilter. And just, visited. I worked on the horse too, while she did other projects, and we visited. So, yeah, that was fun. And I like just popping on then. It's easier. It's more fun when you just pop on and you're not really scheduled, you know, because I just never know. It's really hard for Teresa to schedule because I never know how I'm going to feel, right? So anyway, and I hate to. It's one thing, not being able to go live on my own channel, but when I tell other people I will be on their channel and then I can't be there, I feel extra bad. I will be lurking. It's so pretty. I'm going to clean up the front yard while I'm listening. Oh, awesome. Good for you, Joyce. Linda says, I do not chat a lot, but in the background. Hi, Joe. Susan is sewing hexies this afternoon. I'm going to get to doing something here in a minute. So it's the 1st of May. If you haven't done it, you may want to clean your sewing machine. I always try to do that around the 1st of the month. Yeah, I have like a list of 1st of the month chores. I check the drains. That's the biggest chore. I clean my drains once a month. Yeah. Just a preventive thing because we've had some problems if we don't do that. And so now I just do that once a month. And usually I just do it with vinegar and baking soda. I'm sewing Lady Tulip. That's Johanna. Awesome. I bet that's pretty, especially for spring. Hi, Patty G. How's it going? Yeah, it's a chilly Sunday here, too. I'm okay. I'm wishing I would have turned the heater on up here this morning because it's kind of chilly. Okay, so yeah, clean the machine and change the needle if you haven't in a while. Willa's going to town on that bone over there. And the other thing I like to do is do up some bobbins. Yeah, bobbins, if I need them. And of course, you got to have some candy. This video is brought to you by... No, they're not a sponsor. I'm just kidding. Boy, that would be nice. Yeah. Especially if they gave me free M&Ms. Hi, Jamie. Yeah, I decided to come on an hour early. It was either that or take a nap. You know, and I usually get tired around 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. So I thought, what the heck, I'll just go ahead and come on. I didn't see anybody else on that I watch. So I think Ian was already done. And my machine, you need to oil it. So I'm going to move the bobbin down. Might as well take that out. That didn't look too bad, really. You know, it doesn't get as bad if you keep it cleaned up. I don't think I've sewn anything really in the last week. So, because I've been working on that collage over there. Let me get some. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have a small enough. That must just be my extra oil. Let me go over here and get it. This is the little oil bottle that I like. Because it has this, you know, sharp tip on it. Really makes a difference too. And then I have a couple of other spots. Let's see. Right here. I usually keep it over there by the long arm because I use it over there more than I do here. Okay. That looks good. Some machines have so many places for lint to hide. All right. And I have, yeah, I need to make 4 bobbins. Cool. 4 bobbins. Hey, Terry. How do I know where to oil my machine? It tells me in the booklet. Okay. So the instruction manual you get with your machine, it'll tell you every spot where you need to oil your machines. Now, the new sewing machines that they have nowadays, the electronic ones, those you usually don't have to oil those. So really you got to look in your instructions, or you can look it up online too. If you don't have your instruction book, look it up online. Hi, Pat. Pat. I already said hi to Pat. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Linda Dollar. How are you doing? I cleaned my machine and changed the needle on Saturday. Tried to do it at the first of the month. It's a good idea, Katie, especially if you're sewing quite a bit. I have a Singer. I have never oiled it. I hope it's not something I need to do. How many machines do you have, Teresa? I have 5 sewing machines. And 5? Yeah, I have my brother's. I have that Singer. I have a old Bernina. It's a 910. I have a Kenmore. And I have a Viking. So yeah, I have 5 sewing machines and 1 Longarm. Bill's New Age Singer only gets oiled in the bobbin case. Okay, that's from Brenda. The one I use the most is my brother. It's a PQ 1500 SL. And I really like it. It's a good machine. I've had it for quite a few years now. Let's see, probably at least 7 years. And, you know, I haven't had any problems with it. Knock on wood. And hi, Andrea. Andrea's been lurking and finishing up a quilt. So she's done with that one. Now she can start another one. Awesome. It's nice to get them done. My dog is going to town on that bone. Okay, I hope this isn't too loud. I might just like let it run slow so I don't make too much noise. Hi, Ellen. Terry says, I have a fairly new Janome and doesn't see in the book where to oil it. Before that, I had a Kenmore and never oiled it. Yeah, my Kenmore, I oiled it. I oiled it in the bobbin area. And then every now and again, you know, the older machines, this used to pop off and, you know, and I used to clean that bar in there. And then I would oil the spots. But, you know, that was back when I didn't oil or sew very often. And so normally I would just check it when I would get the machine out. Hey, Becky, how's it going? Shelley says your Janome will only need oil on the wick underneath the bobbin only when it's dry, but you do need to have it serviced professionally if you sew a lot once a year. Katie says she's had her PQ since 2020, have 4 other machines, but don't use them much. Yeah, my Viking is has all the bells and whistles, so to speak. It's an electronic machine, and I have it downstairs, and I use it down there. So, like, I take projects down there so I can spend time with Brandon, because for some reason he doesn't want to come up here and hang out in the sewing room. So I have a spot behind my couch, and I have a sewing machine table, and everything I need down there. Okay, Pat. Thank you. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? Let's see. Becky says, I'm working on the flower block from Sew Sampler. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that one. Making kind of a weird noise. Hi, Melanie. How are you? I'm just making bobbins because, it's the first of the month. Hi, Lily. Sorry I missed you earlier. It's good to see you too. Jamie changed her needles yesterday. There's that one. 2 more to go. I like having bobbins ready, Becky's just, oh yeah, using out of your stash. That's what I'm going to do too. I mean, there's really no reason to do it any other way. I have plenty of fabric to pick from. Did I miss Lori? I didn't see her. Hi, Lori. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. Better have another M&M. Hey, Fern, how are you doing? I was going to vacuum up here today, but really need to vacuum up here. These peanut M&Ms are so good. Or not peanut, peanut butter. Yeah, me too, Carrie. She says, I like to have bobbins ready, especially when I'm quilting. Absolutely. When I'm piecing, I usually use the, you know, same color thread on everything. Because I typically sew more light fabric than I do dark fabric. But if I was doing a quilt that had like black for the background, then I would change color of thread. You know, use something darker. Okay, that's my last one. Nancy said, eat one for me. One of her favorites. Okay, okay, Nancy. I'll eat one for you. I'm looking for a dope bag pattern. Preferably free. Anyone have one? I don't. Let's see, Valerie says, I have been using my stash, but I had to get flannel for a back of a quilt. That meant some fabric for me to make the shopping minimum. I knew what you meant, Nancy. Hey, Linda, how you doing? I came on early today, too, so, Linda, that might have had something to do with it. Oh, it's a cosmetic bag, but boxy? Oh, did it come in the sew sampler box? I think I have some. That's one thing I want to start doing is making these project bags and stuff. Okay, here's one. All of these, oh, here's one. Crafty clutch. It kind of looks like that one. A little bit taller. These come with that fusible. It's got the layout for you on there, and you put the fabric on there, and then you iron the fabric, and you iron it down. Okay, printed stabilizer. That's what they call it, for one clutch. This is made in the USA. It's June Taylor. But, you know, there's a lot of people, makers out there that have free products. So I would just look around on the website. Google. Oh, Tiffany has a great video on how to make one. I use white cream thread even on my dark red border. Okay. Oh, try Pinhurst. That's a good idea. Oh, let's see. Oh no, Michelle. And hello, by the way. I came back from a quilt retreat and 2 of my completed projects disappeared from my things. Does anyone else have this happen? Well, I haven't really gone to a quilt retreat, so, but I haven't heard about it happening. That doesn't mean it doesn't. Oh, that's really sad. Um, okay, so that's done. All right, mail call. Mail call. All right. I got a birthday card because my birthday was April 28th. And I got a birthday card from a sewing friend. Thank you, sewing friend. It's really cute. It's your birthday. It has a little kitten and a doggy on it. Yep, I'm 21. No, I'm 29. I bet maybe I should start saying 39. I'm 39. Or should I say 49? I'm holding anyway. Wishing you every happiness the special day brings. Have a wonderful birthday and a very special year ahead. With love and best wishes. And this woman has the prettiest handwriting, I'll tell you what. And she gave me a fat quarter, you guys. And it is a batik. You think she knows that I like batiks? Really pretty. Yep, yep. Shelley says, Michelle asked to see if anyone else picked it up by accident or if you forgot to pick them up. Yeah, I would get a hold of the person that coordinated the retreat, and because she probably has a list of everybody's names and stuff, phone numbers and addresses, and she could send out like a broadcast an email, because it might have just happened by accident, you know. Okay, I got another thing. Yeah, she knows me well. Oh, thank you, Debbie. And thank you for watching. Okay. Oh, this one. This is a request for a block to be made. Okay, it's a secret, so I cannot show you. Looks like it's going to be a gift for somebody. So I need to make that before our sewing days. Okay, so I need to leave that out so I can. All right, put it on my list. Things to do. Oh, no response yet? Well, if the retreat just got over, I'd give them a little bit of time. You know, they got to unpack and all that stuff. Yeah, it might be good use for the horse collage, but I was also thinking it might look really good for the turtle one too, right? The blues. And this would be good for like the back of the turtle, right? Maybe. Okay. This is the Sew Sampler box. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the belated birthday. I appreciate that. Sew Sampler for April. Have you guys seen this yet? Probably have, huh? April is the month that they celebrate. Okay. So celebrating 9 years. So they've been doing the Sew Sampler box for 9 years. Hey Mona, how you doing? Hi Yvette. Oh, Michelle, was it at So Yeah? They found 2 completed tops. So there you go. If you went to the So Yeah retreat, they found them. Oh, you don't have yours, so you're not gonna. Oh, well, you don't have your Sew Sampler box yet for April? Hi, Lisa. Well, maybe I should wait till next weekend to. There might be other people out there who haven't gotten their boxes yet, because usually I'm like the last person on the list. So I'll just wait till next Sunday. No big deal. Yeah. Huh. Oh, okay. It was the sister chicks. Okay. Well, they are just getting back. So give them a little time to get back. No, go ahead. Okay. It's lost in the mail. Oh, it's in Tennessee. All right. Okay, don't look, Jamie. Close your eyes, plug your ears. Go get a cup of tea. How about that? Okay. Well, it looks like they got a lot of stuff on the back of this. Okay. Sherry McConnell of Quilting Life has created a tutorial for a Tote Alley Suite. It's a tote bag. And you can use this month's fabric for that tote bag. So you can go watch her tutorial to see that. So I think it's free to everybody. It's a patchwork tote bag. And then they're doing the charity quilt along. The 2025 charity quilt along is called Stardust. And you know that pattern is coming out, so you can, and that's free. Well, you donate, make a donation, and you get the pattern. Oh, they're going to have a Jolly Bar Day, May 10th. There's going to be a special live stream on Saturday as we celebrate our first Jolly Bar Day. Cool. That's May 10th. Okay. A lot of things on there. All right. So there's the card. It looks like we got a scratch ticket. Okay. So we got a pack of needles. Yay. I'm so glad that they started putting needles and rotary cutters blades in here. Okay, this is a Microtech, which is what I usually use, Microtech or Quilting. It's a 8012, so perfect. Micro tips are pretty sharp, so yeah, sharp. Even says sharp on here. So pack of needles, yay! I like that. Ooh, and we got a spool of thread. Look at that. This is by Superior. It's PIMA 100% Puma cotton. It's 50 weight, 2 ply, 1,200 yards. Hey, Randy. Yeah, Michelle says, Jamie, turn down the volume. 12 bucks for the thread, $11.98. The needles were a bonus item, but that's $4.98 value. Oh, and I love these little doohickeys. Zipper pull. Cool. So charming Dresden enamel charm. I have a charm display up on the wall. You guys want to see it? It's been a while since you've seen it. Now, these I have to put up with a safety pin because most of my charms are magnets. But, yeah. That's cute. $13.48. Good thing they put it in the box, or otherwise I would never get it. Hi, Giovanna. Okay, then we got some labels. Fabric label sticker pack, Fat Quarter Shop. So sticky fabric labels, perfect for labeling your fabric. Interesting. So you can write down the collection, the designer, the project, the size, starched, pre-wash. Huh. So I always like to know what fabric I used on a quilt, and I usually have that written down in my book, especially if I just use one designer. Otherwise, I just write scrappy, you know, because the fabric's all mixed up, and who remembers, you know, most of the time I don't remember once I've cut it up, unless it's Tula Pink or Lala Boutique. There are a few I guess I would know, but so anyway, the once you're done with your project, then you could just peel this sticker off and put it in your project notebook if you have one, and keep it that way. Not a bad idea. Okay, how much are these? $7.98. You know, I'll try them. I don't know that I would have bought these, but because a post-it note works too. But I'll try them and see if I like them. Okay, here's the pattern, and it's Dela. Linda would like to see the charms on the wall. Okay. Yes, the charms. Okay, we got a couple of yeses. So that's a nice pattern. And then that's like $10. Flowering block number 1. is this one. So this is the new block of the month. And then we got, here's the fabric. Okay, it is Raspberry Summer. Somebody, was it Kathy B? I can't remember her last name. She's usually here in the chat. I think she was talking about this fabric. Raspberry Summer. It's Moda. And it is Sherry and Chelsea. $26.98. And they're 5-inch by width of fabric. And you get 12 pieces. Very pretty. So that's what we got in the box. Okay, here's my coupon. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing this. It's really big. It's 18.5. You could just do a wall hanging. Good Lord. That's pretty big. Okay, put this stuff up. Okay, let's see what I got with. I used to scratch with. Okay, I got, now I think these are different, so not everybody's going to get the same one. Kimberly's Color Stash and Store with purchase of $40. Stash and Store. I'll have to go look that up, see what that is. I think it's that clear box, right? But I don't know for sure. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Okay, so that was the box. Jamie is welcome to come back now. I'll get my display. Oh. Okay, I made this on a live stream. What's it been? 3 or 4 years ago? Something like that. And then I just put it on a clothes hanger. Okay. And these are magnets that I got from Creative Notions when I did their box. And then the rest of these, like this came from Sew Sampler box. This came from the Sew Sampler box. This Sew Sampler, Sew Sampler, Sew Sampler, Sew Sampler. That was a Sew Sampler. That's a skull, a purple skull. I had the duck. I don't know. I don't remember where I got the duck, but I had that already. And it's actually a stick pin. And then this, you know, you can change that out and trade it with these. All right. And I have one more, but it's on my purse downstairs. It says Quilter. And I think that came from the Sew Sampler box too. Okay, I'm just going to put my new one on here. I could just hang it off at the top, but I'm just going to use a safety pin. It's not as pretty, but that's all right. I should use a pretty safety pin. Or pin it on from the back. Well, safety pins are sewing items, right? All right. So there. There it is. There. Let's see. I have 1, 2. Looks like I only have 2 more spots, and then I'll have to make another one. It's a cute little thing to have in your sewing room. Thank you. My charms are hanging on the handle of my tote I carry to guild meetings with whatever I'm bringing to share or work on. Oh yeah, you know, I made a bunch of those project bags for cross stitch, and I actually, excuse me, have more on those, so that would probably get filled up. Kathy needs to make one of those needle minders. Oh, Patty said she remembers me making that needle minder display thing. Yes, Nancy says yes, about 3 years ago. See, some of you have been with me for a long time, huh? Okay. Now, thank you for that too, by the way. All right. I need to see. It is May. I need to turn my calendar. And I need to put on here the sewing days. Oh, I need to rethread my sewing machine too. And then I'm going to sew for a little bit. But, well, that pin is dead. All right. Okay. Sewing days, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's not really a retreat, you know. It's just at the local church, and they allow us to bring our machines. We can leave the machines there and then just go sew and then go home when we're done. And that's all I have on May. Memorial Day is the 26th. Mother's Day is the 11th. Oh, I should have gone fishing Thursday and Friday. Those would have been the best fish days, okay? next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are good fish days. I need to put this calendar downstairs so I know what the good fish days are. I want to make a project bag for my cross stitch. I have the fabric starched. I have an awesome video on that project bag, Jamie. I'll show you the one I made. Oh, and you can see another one of my zipper pulls. Pretty sure that came from Sew Sampler too. Okay, this is the project bag. And I use vinyl on the front. Now there are several videos archived on my YouTube that show how to make this project bag. Okay. So it has the vinyl on the front. And the reason why I did that, so actually I have like two pockets. The vinyl pocket. The reason why I did that is because I like to see the pattern on the outside so I can see, so I know what's in the bag. Okay. Oh, just drove me crazy to have to open up each bag and see what is in there. Okay. So that's how I did mine. And then, of course, you open this up and then you have the inside, right? Now, the other thing I made with each bag was my floss wallet. Okay. I love, love, love this floss wallet. Okay, this is my design. It took me a while to figure out exactly what I wanted and all the measurements and all that stuff. I do have videos on how to make the floss wallet. I've done them several times. Okay, so you open it up and it has all these little pockets. I think there's 24 pockets altogether. And you can, if you do your floss on the bobbins, then you can just slide them in there. Okay. Which is so handy, right? If you don't do the bobbins, you can still take your floss and roll it a certain way and then just tuck it into the pockets. Then in the middle of it, so it has the pockets on this side and on this side. And then on the middle, it has this. So you can put your strings here. And then I put a little heart in the middle. And you can put your needles on there. And some of mine, I have scissors too. So, floss wallet. Exactly, Jamie. I'm surprised you haven't seen that before. But yeah, so there's videos on floss wallet and the project bag. And they, you know, once you make one, they're both really easy to make. And I give you all of the measurements and everything like that. The video is kind of long, you know, but I'm walking you through everything. So, yeah, you can just skip where you want to. Like the wallet. Yeah, I'm still cross stitching, but I haven't, not as much as I was. The one that's in here is the houses. I had to take that downstairs so I can finish it. That's a great idea. So, yeah. Fun, fun. That's my project bag and wallet. And if you make it, if you have any questions while you're making it, you know, just PM me, send me a message or email. I'll be happy. Yes, Mona, it was live. I made a wallet for my crochet needles. Oh, awesome, Joyce. Hey, Joyce B, how's it going? Didn't see you there. Love the houses. Mona, if you can't find it, let me know. I'll look. Lori Holt. No. Oh, the fabric? No. I can't remember the guy's name. No, it's kind of like a tulip pink. I don't know if that was the question. Oh, for the houses? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That was Prim Village by Lori Holt, A Bee in My Bonnet. And I changed it because yeah, it's supposed to be four houses across, but I'm doing 5 houses across. And then just 2 down. Because I have a spot I want to hang it, and it would be perfect that way. So the thing I like about this pattern is it's really good for beginners when you're first learning how to cross stitch, because you just, you know, you're doing the same color over and over and over and over and over again. It's a good one for beginners. It's not that complicated. Okay, goodbye, Melanie. Okay, that might be the video. Let me go look. It was 9/4/22, and oh boy, look at the lighting is terrible. Making a project bag for cross stitch. It was a Sunday sew in chat. So thank you, Mona, for putting that up there. Appreciate it. Above is the link for the project bag. Okay. All right. So what time is it? 2 o'clock. Let's see what else to do. Oh no, Joyce. Thank you for putting links up. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Yeah. I'd have a hard time with that too. Oh, really? The Making a Project Bag is your most popular live. Well, I'll have to go look at that again. How many views? $3,700 people have watched it. Actually, I think my sewing room tour is my most popular video. I don't know if anybody's watched that in a while, though, but yeah, it was the most popular one. Oh, such nice comments, too. Thanks for sharing your sewing with us. You're a great teacher. Very nice project bag variation. I like this project bag. Has anybody heard from Marge M4? God, I haven't heard from her in a long time. And let's see, Lisa, I haven't seen her in a few days. Boy, I haven't seen some of these people in a while. Oh, such nice comments. You guys are all so sweet. Okay. That's quite a few views. Hey Jody, how you doing? Somebody was asking about you the other day. They hadn't seen you in a while. So I hope you're doing okay. Okay, Michelle, enjoy your dinner. I put my dinner in the crock pot. Okay, I think I'm going to sew for a little while. Might as well, I'm here. Oh, yeah. Can you adopt him? Or is there animal welfare society that could help? I hate it when people leave their pets tied up. I really do. I mean, I know occasionally that we might need to do that. You know, I had a dog that I had to tie up a couple of times, but it wasn't the like normal, and I hated doing it too. Um, wasn't normal for me to tie him up. Um, I even started taking him to work with me. just a few times until I had to find a dog sitter. And that's not always easy to do, but I did finally find one. I think that would be an awesome idea, Joyce. Okay, let's see. This is Snowdrift. What time is it? 2:15. I need to stand up for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm just going to move around for a little bit. Walk around for a minute. Looks like we got snow on the mountaintops. I'll show you the ones I've done so far. Oh, Joyce. Aw. She said, he's a pit and he's so sweet. If I'm outside when he gets loose, he runs straight and jumps in my lap. Sounds like a sweetheart. Okay, so you make two. Two from the same fabric. So that's a different one. Isn't that a cool block? I just love this block. It's so unique. Really, it's just really unique. And it does take a little bit of time to put together. And there's a lot of sewing flips. A lot of sewing flips in it. So here's my next one. I think they're ready to sew together. Yeah, it looks like it. All right. So you really have to pay attention. I pet set only for dogs I know. Wow, Susan has a niece who pet sits as a business, and she's booked until 2027. Hello, Teresa. Yeah, don't climb the fence. You don't want to do that. Have you guys seen the videos where This woman has like an old school bus, and she goes around and picks up dogs, and they all sit in, in the school bus seat, and then she takes them to a fenced in area where they all get to get off the bus and go run and play. That is so cool. And these dogs just run right out and hop on the bus. I wonder what something like that cost. Because if I lived in a city and I had the money, that's what I would do. Send my dog once or twice a week to play day. Okay, let's see. My back is still hurting. Mona's daughter pet sits too. She started that in high school. They have doggy daycare up the street. I wonder how much they charge for doggy daycare. Because regular daycare, from what I understand, is just outrageous. When I used to babysit a lot. And I think, you know, I got like $1 an hour, if that. Oh, Fern niece does dog setting too. She goes to 3 houses. It's a little cheaper than kids, but it's still pricey. Joyce says, yes, I saw that. It's like doggy daycare thing. Yeah. Linda says, yes, the dog bus is cool. My dog, Jake, goes to Pet Paradise every Wednesday. I made him a lunch and dinner bag. he had a swimming pool. Oh, cool. And all his friends to play with. Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at on here? Oh, okay. It looks like I need to sew these. Okay, I'm just going to test my piece here. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, wow, Joyce. She says, when my daughter lived in Atlanta, she took her Great Dane to doggy daycare and had access to cameras the whole time it was there. Yeah, I've watched some YouTube videos of daycare facilities that, what a nightmare. Which is too bad because it's, you know, hard enough to put your kids or your dogs in daycare and then to end up having people that aren't what you thought. That would really suck. Okay. Got to make sure I'm doing these right. Oh, that sounds like fun too, Susan. Um, living close to Puget Sound, and the dogs love to run on the beach. The day before yesterday, uh, I don't, I don't know if I told you guys this or if it was over on Katie's live, but I got my bicycle out of storage because somebody was interested in possibly buying it. Well, turned out it was too small for him. It's a mountain bike. So, of course, I had to see if I could still ride it. And I can. I didn't fall down. I was a little wobbly, but I made it. And so I I rode it again the other day too. And Willa chased me. And we just stayed in the driveway because the driveway is like the flattest area around here. And so and it's a pretty big driveway, but you know, I still had to go in circles. And yeah, Willa, my dog, just chased me, kept chasing me. So she got some exercise too. She thought it was a lot of fun. I still want to try and drive it out or ride it out to the gazebo because it's a trail and it's pretty clear, but it's fairly flat. And I think it would be fun to ride it out to the gazebo and back. That way I could go a little bit further. But yeah, when I was a kid and teenager, young adult, I rode my bike all the time. I had really strong legs. Hey, Gloria, how's it going? Mona said she would fall over before she started. Yeah, even yeah, we rode everywhere. We rode to the store, we rode to the movie house, we rode everywhere. Some places we could even ride to school, but uh, and when I was a teenager, a lot of the teenage kids used to go to the park. We had really big parks in Boise, Idaho, and they would cruise. And so we would, cruise on our bike until we found somebody to ride in the car with. But oh, the good old days. I don't know if they do that anymore at the park in Boise, Idaho. Probably outlawed. Can't have any more fun these days. Yeah, no mom taxi. Nope. We didn't have a mom taxi either. I think that was one of the things I saved up for was a, 10 speed with my babysitting money. Good night, Johanna. Yeah, walked or rode bikes. Yeah. and wait for that to heat up. Oh, I need to put some more of those together. All right, which one is this? One is on the upper. How many more do I need? I need 3 more. Upper left. That, I think that is the one thing I probably shouldn't have quit doing, was riding a bike. I think let's see, I would be last time I really rode my bike around a lot in a town would probably been in 97, 98, 99, 2000. I don't know why I quit riding it. Yeah, well, work. Because that's the main reason, was the job that I had was really demanding and I worked a lot of hours, so I didn't really have time to ride a bike. 600 for mountain bikes? Whew. Well, I would have been selling mine for way too cheap then. Mine's a Diamondback, and I bought it in, let's see, I think in 93. It's purple. I got to grab my pencil. Yeah, it's in really good shape too for as old as it is. Yep, Donna. She says, my mom did not drive and dad worked all day. My taxi was my feet or a bike. Yeah, my mom drove, but sometimes we only had one car and dad was at work. So, heck, my mom was out there riding the bike to the store too. If she felt up to it. Most of the time she was sending us kids to the store. If it wasn't normal grocery day, right? I think my mom went grocery shopping once a week. We had those metal racks for bikes. Oh, Susan, her bike was stolen. That sucks. Yeah, when I rode my bike to work, I took it in with me. And it went into my office. I think it's sad that a lot of kids don't get to do those fun things. Now I think they were fun. Maybe when I was young, I didn't. I'm sure that by the time I was old enough to drive, I didn't want to do the bike anymore. I wanted a car, right? And my mom and dad did not buy me a car. Okay. I got to drive their car every now and then. Especially if they wanted me to go to the store for something. I didn't get my driver's license till I was 17, but I was still driving before that. I've been driving since I was 12. But we lived out in the country, and so, you can get away with a little bit more stuff when you live in the country. And, we lived on a ranch. Not that we were ranchers, but we did have horses and chickens. So I would take the car and take everybody to the swimming hole, or I'd go to the store for mom and dad. I mean, they made sure I knew how to drive and all that. And, I used to drive the tractor for bucking bales of hay. Time to iron. I need to make some pillowcases for that quilt that I put on the bed. It was the songbird quilt. I think that's what it was called. These, I have plenty of scraps to make some pillowcases. I bet there's enough scraps in there to make another quilt. At least a lap size one. But I like to find, I need to go through my stash and see if I could find some yellow fabric. So then I would make some yellow pillowcases. I think that would look good. Sorry, my back's to you. But you get to look at the pretty pillow decoration. I like to use this acorn pin on the seams that come together there. It does help them be flatter. But I actually don't have the acorn solution in that. I actually have that flatter, and I'm only using it because I got it in the sew sampler box. Otherwise, I would just have regular starch in that pin or something, Hey, all my points match up. Woohoo! Score. Imagine that. I love it when that happens. Especially when you didn't even try. Hey, Laura. How's it going? I drove my granddad's blue farm pickup as soon as I was tall enough to see out of the windshield and reach the pedals. Yeah, um, my dad had an old pickup truck that we would go get wood. All right, where did that ruler go? Here it is. And he used to have me drive um, when we were coming back from the mountains so he could relax and have a beer while I drove home. All the good old days. He never gave me a beer, though. I got a pop. No, I didn't cut my hair. No. Did it look longer last week? Maybe it's just where I was sitting or the way I had it. Oh, because I was going like this on the board over there. And so my head was back a little bit. Nope, I didn't cut it, but I was thinking about dyeing it. Yeah. I came really close today to dyeing my hair. I want to dye it dark auburn, brown auburn color, because that's what my hair used to be. It used to be, light brown, but it had a lot of red highlights in it. Now it's got gray highlights. Sounds like a good dad. Yeah, he was a good dad, not letting me drink. I liked going and getting wood. Plus, you usually always found mushrooms and stuff. And my dad always, or I guess my mom, always packed the best lunches for my dad. He had all kinds of cool stuff in his lunchbox. Of course, when I went, then she put in extra stuff, but there'd always be fruit, there'd be a sandwich, potato chips, little candy bars, raisins, peanuts, boiled eggs, sliced cheese, just she didn't make us stuff like that in our lunch bag. Well, I think we got a sandwich, a fruit like a banana, apple, or whatever. Yeah, I think we got potato chips. And that was pretty much it. And then we got a nickel for milk so we could get a milk at school. They are wonderful memories. I like thinking about the good memories. Okay, I'm just going to trim these up. There goes a car up the road. Some things I liked about living in the country when I was young, but then there were other things I didn't like. Like when we lived in town, we got to go to the movies and stuff like that. And when we lived in the country, we never got to go to the movies because the movie house was way too far away. Okay, that one looks okay. Andrea, I am a minute from Kroger's Farm and Tractor Supply. That's from Donna. Hey, Lynn, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing? Hey, June, I didn't see you either. Sorry, ladies. Who else have I missed? Oh, it's Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. I need to start looking at the chat. Oh, and Marla. Hi, Marla. Andrea says, cool, we are not too far apart. We really need to get together one of these days. Yes, you girls need to get together. Quit just talking about it and do it. Go have a Coke or a Pepsi or coffee or whatever. Meet at the park or meet at Kroger's. You can do it. Mona says, hello, everybody, lurking and cutting dog ears. Oh, that's always fun. No, I can't give instructions on the, well, I can't give you the measurements, but I could probably give you instructions. Is there something you want to know? Hey, Joan. Well, I actually came on at 1 o'clock today, so. Yeah, because this is Snowdrift Sew Sampler pattern. It's exclusive to the Sew Sampler box. So I think I would have to get permission. But yeah, I can't give out the measurements, but I could probably show you how to put it together. Thank you again. I just popped in to earn my keep. That's funny, Lisa. Thank you again to the moderators. That's what I was trying to think of. Really appreciate you ladies being here and helping out, putting in all of the other YouTubers' channels. Yes. And I know most of you guys have all of those, saved somewhere. I used to have the Nightbot. I don't know why it doesn't come up anymore, but I got tired of messing with it. So, yeah. All right. So, see how it turned out? See the points match. Woo. I did really good on this batch. So on this block, you pick your contrasting fabric, and these little blue ones are in every block. And when you sew all the blocks together, then those are going to make a secondary pattern, right? So you're going to have little pinwheels. You're going to have a secondary pattern. See the blue pinwheel? I love this block. I really do. It is so cool. I'm probably gonna make this a few times. It is time consuming, but thank you, Lynn. But the block is just so cool. Now, I wish this would be one where they would put this out there for everybody, because I think this would be a really popular block or quilt. Don't you? Say yes. Yeah, I think it would be pretty popular. And I've said this a lot of times. They're exclusive patterns. I think after a year, they really should release them. But that's just my opinion. I'm not in charge of marketing. Okay. You do really have to pay attention when you get to this part, because I sewed them wrong once and had to fix a whole bunch of them. Linda says, yes, I love it, and I would make it. Exactly. Ooh, Chinese food. Lisa, I want some real Chinese food, not Chinese food that I make. I mean, my Chinese food is okay, but I'd rather go to a restaurant and have it. I put Italian beef soup in the crock pot. And so it has a can of diced up tomatoes. And if you have the Italian diced tomatoes, use that. If you don't, then just use regular diced tomatoes. And then just put more spices in there. And then I had made a beef roast the other night. So I had that as leftover. So I chopped up all the beef and threw that in there. And then I put a half an onion. Yeah, about a half an onion. And a clove of garlic. A can of green beans. Salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, a bay leaf, and oh, did I say a clove? Yeah, a clove of garlic. I I think that was basically it to start with. So I have it on low because it's got to cook for a while, because I started it pretty early. I think I put it on around noon. And then it says that you could put in cheese ravioli, which I don't have any of those. But I do have the ones that look like round circles that have cheese inside of them, pasta. They're round and they have a hole in the center. Tortellini, maybe. And I'm going to put those in there. But I'm going to cook them first until they're about ready. And then I'll put them in the soup. Let them sit in there for a half hour or so they kind of soak up that flavor. And anyway, I can smell that soup down there. Then I'm going to make biscuits. if I feel up to it. And I'm going to make Sky High biscuits, which is a bacon powdered biscuit. But before I cook them, you take butter, real butter, and saute some garlic. So it's going to be garlic butter. Kind of cook that up. And then I'm going to take it and spread it over the biscuits. And then I'm going to put cheese on top of the biscuits. And then I'm going to cook the biscuits. So they're going to be cheesy garlic Sky High biscuits. Doesn't that sound good? Yeah, I make my own, well, okay. It's not my recipe, but I'm going to make them homemade. It's a friend of mine's recipe, and they're really good. Okay, now I'm starving. I know, right? I guess I am hungry. Hi, Polly. I'm sorry. Start talking about food. Okay, these look good too. Okay, let me get these sewn. I love using the crock pot because my best part of the day is mid-morning. And so if I can get something in the crock pot, because I'm usually too tired to cook at night, even though I still do it, but I'm, tired. I usually never clean up. Well, I kind of clean up, but I don't clean it all up because I'm just too tired. But if I put everything in the crock pot, then I usually have energy to clean up the kitchen before I go to bed. I do get the coffee maker ready. Ooh, Panda tonight. Ooh. I know. Dinner, we usually eat around 6, between 6 and 7. It's really rough on me because I can smell it, and it smells so darn good. So I didn't have lunch, so I'm sorry. Quilters, sewers, we talk about quilting, sewing, and food. And if you're single, then we might even talk about men. Oh, homemade mac and cheese. That's a good one. Lynn says, I am adding wild garlic to a lot of my dishes at the moment. It's growing wild and free in my area, up in the hills near me, and I go for an early walk in the morning and pick a bunch. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, garlic is one of those foods, garlic and onion, because onion is high in vitamin C, and garlic has so many healthy properties. If I only had a few things I could have, I would have onion, garlic, and honey. You might be able to survive on that. I would get pretty sick of eating onions. But my husband, um, when he was younger, he used to hitchhike a lot because, you know, he was a 60s child. And when he didn't have the money, he would go into the store and buy an onion and a loaf of bread or bread. And he would eat onion sandwiches. Oh, awesome, Andrea. I'll keep my eye open for that. Yeah. Mona says, my grandma ate onion sandwiches. When my mom gets a cold, that's what she eats. Andrea says, I love onion sandwiches on sourdough bread. I like an onion sandwich with a slice of tomato, garden, fresh garden tomato on sourdough bread. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, let's see what we have next. Da -da 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 -da. So next is this part. And it goes on the bottom. And it makes it look, oh no, turn it. So always make sure you got that right. Because I was just going to say, it makes it look like a witch's hat. If it doesn't look like a witch's hat, then you have it turned around wrong. So I had it turned around wrong. All right, and then I'm just going to turn it this way. There. Is that right? Yep, that looks right. Oh my goodness, Linda, that sounds so good. I had cooking day on Saturday and made myself a big pot of cabbage rolls with meat and rice. Also made a lot of cabbage soup to use the rest of the cabbage. Froze a lot because hubby doesn't like cooked cabbage. Yeah, my husband doesn't like cooked cabbage either, but I usually chop it up really small and then I sprinkle it in the soup. He doesn't even know it's in there. Yeah, I loved I love cooked cabbage with corned beef hash is my favorite. But cabbage upsets his stomach. You know, he gets really gassy. That's why he doesn't like it. He doesn't like cauliflower either for the same reason. And I love cauliflower. I like broccoli, but I like cauliflower better, especially with cheese on it. Um, Andrea, we need to find a way to exchange info. That's from Donna. Okay, I got to stop talking about food, you guys. I'm going to. I bet you I won't last until 6 o'clock. I'll probably have a bowl as soon as I get off here. A small bowl. Tide me over. Joan says, my husband eats onion sandwiches, not me, but I love tomato and butter sandwiches. Love cabbage rolls too. Sounds great. Almost supper time here. Yeah, I love cabbage rolls too. I should make some of those. I haven't had those in a long time. Yeah, I gotta have cheese sauce. It just makes them. It just makes it extra better. Oh, it's after 3 o'clock already. I've been on for 2 hours. 2 hours. Hey, there's 103 people watching. Wow. Watching or just listening. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. And don't forget the thumbs up. Even I need to do a thumbs up. I think doesn't Andrea has a website? So you might be able to go to her website, and she has a YouTube channel too. Um, Andrea, you can put your contact information in the chat if you want to, and then after Donna writes it down, just delete it. If you want, it's up to you. I have a email account that is just for my YouTube channel, so it makes it a lot easier. Bye, Gloria. It's a holiday tomorrow. What holiday is it? Hey, Kathy C. Kale biscuit recipe. It's just the recipe in the Betty Crocker cookbook. Revised. So if you don't have, because I like to use buttermilk in the biscuit recipes. In baking powder biscuits, I like to use buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can put a couple of teaspoons of vinegar in a cup of milk, and that'll make it like buttermilk. And it turns out pretty good. Maybank holiday for England, not all UK. Oh. Brenda is almost done long arming. Awesome, Brenda. Andrea, Donna does not understand what you said. Sorry. Um, You know what might be happening? Because you're not a moderator, it's not actually letting anybody see the, because I don't see it either. So I think that's what's going on. So it must be a YouTube setting that if you're not a moderator, you can't put um, links or email addresses in the chat. Because I don't see it where you wrote anything either, Andrea. So, Andrea, over on your channel, uh, do you have your email in your contact information? That'd be a place where she could go get it. Your email, oh yeah, so her email is there over on her channel. Mona, would you mind putting in Andrea's channel, please? Or Jamie, or Lisa? So thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. Get this block done, and then, hey, oh, I was like, oh no, I got 2 left. And then I looked over there, and there's 2 sitting there. I almost had a heart attack. Hey, Deb. I know I've been on for two and a quarter hours, but I'm just gonna stay on. If you're done, okay, I totally understand. But I want to get this block done. So I'm just gonna keep sewing, and I figure, if I'm gonna be sewing anyway, I might as well have the video on. I'm glad you're still here. No email shows on my end there. Okay. Well, I could go look. It's usually in the about. Or sometimes it's in the description box. Like, I think mine is in the description box. I don't know if I have it in the about over on my channel. So you might have to bring up one of the videos and see if it's in the description box. Hi, Jan. How are you doing? I think I need, oh no, I ran out of bobbin. Oh no, how far back? Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh darn it. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay. 5 of them and part of one. I wish this machine had a, you know, some sort of warning. In this day and age, every sewing machine they make should have a warning about the bobbin is running out. I mean, come on. They can put people in space, but they cannot put a warning on the darn sewing machine. I know my Viking has a warning. You know, it actually, you know, has a display screen and it says, you know, your bobbin is getting ready to go out. Okay, Mona, save your battery. Yeah. Anyway, I think I was gonna say I need a new chair. This thing is so old and it's really uncomfortable. And the longer you're set on it, the worse it gets. I have one of those cushions that is an air inflatable. It goes in a wheelchair. I think I might bring that thing up and sit in it. I think that would be comfortable. We take that on trips with us. Um, you know, because Brandon, he's getting older and he's getting such a skinny butt. He's got to have something soft to sit on. And those seats and the Avalanche, I think they're pretty comfortable. But after a couple hours sitting there, you know, because they're leather, you do get kind of wore out. So we have a couple of different cushions, travel cushions, so we can swap them out. Plus, the seats in my truck are heated, which I love. So, you know, it comes up on my lower back. Oh man, it is wonderful. I used to have a uh, seat cushion for the truck or for any vehicle um, that you plugged into the cigarette lighter and you could put it on heat and vibrate. Now, if you have a bad back and you need to go on a trip, you need to get one of those, because when you put that on vibrate right back here on your back, you hardly even can tell that your back hurts. All right. In fact, you might sit there too long, not realizing that your back hurts. But yeah, I used to use that thing all the time when I traveled, and I wore it out. So I need to get a new one. Okay, Donna sent you something, Andrea. So, yes, she does do Facebook. So, anyway, I gotta get up for a minute. So, if you haven't gotten up in a while, it's time to get up. Get up and move around. I had to put long johns back on today. I got long johns on. Gotta stay warm. Hi, Sandra. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. Get the kinks out. Yeah, it's still pretty cold outside. And I can hear the geese are squawking. And there's snow on the mountains. Fresh snow from this morning. Got it through my website. Yay! Finally. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. I hope you girls get together. And then if you do, let us know when you do and how it went and all that stuff. I think that's so cool, that we sometimes get to meet people from YouTube, you know, that we would have never met before. So, how many people here went to the retreat last week from Tracy, Di, and April? I know there was one person, Michelle. Anybody else? Looked like they were having a lot of fun. That rap song they did. God, that was crazy. looked like it was a kick in the butt, you know, the whole event. Jamie wanted to. Yeah, it looked like they were having fun. I'm not sure about the particulars, you know, like how long, how much, or anything like that. I think it was in Missouri, Hampton or Hamilton or something. Um, I don't even know that for sure, but I did watch a few of the lives that they had. Oh, really? April only lives about 30 minutes from you? Have you guys ever met? Oh, you see April often? Okay. Wow, that's cool. Did you guys see where so Becca and Ian and Tiffany are going on a Alaskan cruise next year for a retreat? So if you don't know anything about that, you could go check out their channel. So Becca, Tiffany's Quilting Life, and Ian Off Kilter Crafter Ian. That's a mouthful. And they talked about it here just a few days ago. I bet that's going to be a lot of fun. Alaskan cruise. I wonder if that's the one that Karen Brown goes on. Oh, you see Brenda Foley too? Oh, cool. Yeah, I hear you. I'm still paying hospital bills off. Lynn says, I met a lady I chat with on YouTube last year at our big festival of quilts last year. We'll meet her again this year, and she says another must be lady, another lady coming from Europe. So I'll meet her too. Awesome. It'll, Andrea says it's the same cruise line. Yeah, I don't have any idea how much it is. And sounds like fun, but um, I don't really want to go on a cruise ship. So I wouldn't mind going to Alaska. Been there. Wouldn't mind going back. Um, Back when I was in my early 20s, my first husband and I lived over by Seattle, Washington for a while. Um, Lived in a little town called Mill Creek. It was by Bothell. And it was like his first job after getting out of trade school. Well, I can't remember the name of the company. Anyway, that don't matter. But we rented a house, a cabin type house. Um, oh, it was so cool. Uh, there was a big pond and quite a bit of, that was say 10 acres or so. But the landlords lived on the other side of the pond. And but they were really cool people. And I got to know her really well. And she was really heavily into real estate. And she had apartments, and they were pretty wealthy. And their house was beautiful. They had it built. It was a really cool house. And so I started like cleaning house for her. This was before I found a job. And I started cleaning apartments for her and doing that kind of stuff. And we just all became really good friends. And they had a yacht and uh, would take us out on their yacht every now and then. And so we drove to Canada and met them up there. And then we got on the yacht and then we went around all over the place. So we got to see Alaska that way. So that was kind of like being on a cruise ship. And I think we were on the yacht. Well, it's kind of like a no, it wasn't a sailboat. It was like a yacht, but and it was wood. It was beautiful, beautiful. And that was pretty cool. We were out on it for about a week, and so that was the only time that I ever saw Alaska. Oh, I met Sherry from Lessons Learned at the Paducah Quilt Show. Wow, cool. Oh, yeah, that's way, way, way out of my price range, Andrea. Jenny, Dawn, Natalie, and Misty at the Quilt Festival too. Oh, that's cool. Did you meet Kate from the last home in the house? Kate, did you meet her? I would want to meet her. Oh, and there's another YouTube channel I used to watch. She had a quilt store. She closed it though, and now she travels. Um, oh, I can't remember her name. I think her name is Teresa, but I can't remember the name of her channel. I haven't seen her on in a while. I would love to go there to the UK. Go to that. Now, I would rather go do that than go on a cruise. I would like to have like a month to go travel around because I'd like to go to Scotland and Wales, and I'd like to go over on all the islands. That'd be so much fun. What I think would be cool is to get on a train over there and just take the train. I was invited to go back when I was in college. Believe it or not, I was on the dean's list, and which is a shock because I was a terrible student all through school, normal school. But I guess when you pay for it yourself, you try harder. And I took accounting. This was in math, and I didn't I didn't miss one question on any of my um, accounting classes. I know, shock. Anyway, so yeah, I was on the dean's list, and I got put in to be an exchange student, and I could go to London. And oh, that I think that is like one of my biggest regrets that I never did that, because I didn't do it because I would have had to been gone for like 3 months or so. It would have just been for a quarter, uh, part of the year. And I was married, right? We were newly married, and well, not. I guess we'd been married about 3 years, but you just don't. I guess you just don't go do something like that. If he hadn't had a job and we'd had lots of money, then we could have both gone, right? That would have been cool. You met Kate the year before? Awesome. Yeah, I would like to go to Ireland too. And I would like to go to Holland because we have family there that I've never met. Uh, but my mom's side of the family is from that area because we're Dutch. I'm half Dutch. My mom was full Dutch. And my dad's side was Heinz 57. But he was like English, mostly English, I think. But he, Irish, Scot, and hi, Terry. No, it's not my own creation, but yeah, I love this sweatshirt. It's like my favorite shirt. It's a regular sweatshirt, but I cut the collar off and cut it because I don't like collars hitting my throat. I can't stand that. And then, I cut the sleeves off too. But yeah, sweatshirts, I always cut them up. But it does have a really pretty decoration of this fish. Okay. Let's see. Those are all ready. So I talk so much that it takes me forever to get all this done. Would make a really cool collage pattern, wouldn't it? Okay, this one. This one goes here. And you just keep spinning it. Spin, spin, spin. This is going to be really pretty block here. I like the fabric. Okay, and just line those up. Make sure I have them all the correct way. That's one thing. Plus, I'm so talkative and all that. reading the chat and this and that, that I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Sewing. I hate to tell you how many times I've had to pick these blocks out and redo them. So let me just double check here real quick. So my marker is this blue sew and flip here. So upper left, right, lower right, left. Okay, that looks correct. So it, it kind of goes together like you would half square triangles to do a pinwheel. Oh, Lynn says, we sure don't mind you chatting. Yeah, it would be kind of probably boring for you guys if I wasn't talking, right? I still wish we could have the radio on or something, but then I would be singing to the songs, and that might not be so good. I used to have a not too bad singing voice, but things change as we get older. Sorry if I've missed any questions or anything. Oh, Lynn, you haven't seen much of Scotland? And you live over there. Oh, Andrea, you need to go to that quilt festival. Oh my goodness. She says, last night on Becca's Live, a bunch of people already had their reservations and airfare booked. You can make a deposit and then payments. But at my age, I might not even be around next year. Oh, Andrea. I know, Susan. She said that block is so wonderful. It's different from the normal. I know. I love this block. It's really cool. I was thinking about doing this again, but with the Christmas morning fabric, because I still have a pile of Christmas morning fabric, and I think it would look really good. It'd be, like a Christmas quilt. But that'd be all right. Nothing wrong with that. Almost 4 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to have to take that out and line it up properly because it's not lining up. Because they fit in there, you know. The seams, some of my needles are going dull. I should just throw that one away. All right. Ouch. Yep, I poked myself. Okay, there's that one. Yep, still cloudy, rainy, cold day out there. That one's ready. We have, oh, we're down to 89 people. Thank you, people, for being here. And if you are still watching the replay, thank you. I know when the video gets this long, it's kind of hard to watch the whole replay, and I really don't expect it, you know. You might want to take it in chunks. Get bored, you need something to watch, come hang out. Leave me a comment. Even if it's just a heart, so I know you were there. I love seeing your comments. Okay. Okay, Andrea, thank you. I have stash of Christmas Eve. Yeah, I do too, Lynn. Oh, I would love to be able to do a tutorial with it, but this isn't my pattern. It's, you know, the sew sampler. Do you have it? Because we could do like a sew along, but I can't do a tutorial. Like I couldn't give out any measurements. Hi, Zaza. You been lurking? Good to see ya. Thanks for commenting. I bet my battery's probably getting pretty low. I haven't been on this long in a long time. So if all of a sudden, you know, the video stops, my battery probably died. But I'm almost done with these blocks. Oh no, Joan. About an inch when you ran out. Gosh dang it. I hate it when that happens. Okay, there's that one. I know. Sometimes I shorten things up. Used a few more words than you just did. I know. I do that sometimes. Sorry. I think I did it because it said machine didn't. It was all one word. That's the one I skipped. Yeah, that's going to be, Jimmy wants to know, are you started on the Peaceful Basket finishing pattern? I haven't started it yet, but it is on my to-do list. I did only do 6 blocks, but I'm going to kind of finish it the same way, you know, with the same cornerstones, I guess is what I mean, and the same sashing. Then I might, if I have something, a piece of fabric that matches, then I might add a border to it too. There's a couple of other things I need to have to get done. Before I do my own stuff. So, in fact, I should be doing that instead of working on this. But, you know, I had this one was partly sewn together, so I figured, what the heck. And I'm not sure how many more. Let's see, I got 6 blocks. This will be 6 blocks done on this, and then I'll need 6 more if I make the pattern exactly. And which I think I cut out extra fabric for this one. So it might be a little bit bigger than the 48 by 60. All right, those are done. Oh my goodness, 114 by 97. That's humongous. Okay. There's the block. Pretty cool, huh? I love this block. I do. I love this block. I just need to press them. Does that look right? Yeah. That's right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's an interesting looking block. So it's called Snowdrift Quilt Pattern. Came from the Sew Sampler box, December 2024. The quilt size is 48 by 60, but mine's going to be a little bit bigger. Oops. And of course, it's a exclusive Sew Sampler box pattern, so sorry. But you might be able to find it over on the Sew Sampler Swap Facebook group. A lot of people sell their stuff over there, so. You can't get Stay Flow anywhere? I wonder why. Hey, thanks, Mary H. I got the background to do the March Sew Sampler pattern. Oh, awesome. I like that one too. I'm not too crazy about the April one, but. Oh, they stopped making it? Oh, that's not good. I got a great big bottle of it. Good thing I got it, I guess. There is quite a few different recipes out there making your own starch. So if I can't find it, then that's what I'll do. I'll just make my own. Oh, starts through a dry cleaning company. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Are you going to make a video, Andrea, on how to make it? Awesome. Kathy's working on the March Sew Sampler box pattern right now. Oh, cool. I'm going to have, hold on, let me look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, my back. Oh, it's called Waterfall. Oh, yeah, that has friendship stars in it. 56 by 48. You can see it here a little bit better. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Interesting. It's like big half square triangles with friendship stars in them. So you need 3 1/8 yards of background, 5/8 of a yard for the binding. And the block measures 12.5 square. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This block is also 12.5 square. So you notice a lot of blocks are 12.5. Tons of half square triangles. Yeah, I see that. My favorite thing. And then I do it the 2 at a time method. So that's take you a little bit longer. That's a lot of matching up. Oh, cool, Andrea. She says, I made a gallon of my recipe. She's talking about homemade starch a month ago, and I'm about finished with it. So I'll be making a new batch soon and we'll make a video. I wanted to test it before passing it on. It works awesome. It even works in the acorn pin. Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. Oh, yeah. I have that faultless um, in a spray can. It's not too bad. And it works pretty good. All right, it is 5 minutes after 4, so I better let you guys go. I've been on here, what, 3 hours now? That's a record. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I love sewing with you on Sundays and any other time I can get on here. And catching up with you on other channels too. there's somebody that's coming on at 4. I can't remember who it was now. But Tiffany's Quilting Life, she comes on at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then I think I saw where Tammy from the Siberian Wind, is that right? She's on at 7 o'clock. That's Pacific Standard Time. Be blessed, less stressed, and pet some fabric today. That's a great idea. I love that one, Andrea. Thank you. Lynn, I think you can use any liquid starch and the acorn pen. I've tried a couple of different starches, liquid starches in there. No problem. That is my motto. I like that motto. All right. Be blessed. Remember, it's hip to be square. I heard that somewhere the other day. I thought, oh, I like that. I like Ian's saying too. Remember, normal is just the setting on the dryer. Oh yeah. And may the quarter inch be with you. Because that's what it is. May is quarter inch month. So have a wonderful week, you guys. Love you all. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.